daughter, why are you up so early? Look, I know you are excited to see outside of the den today, and yes, we will. But I need you to rest. The sun is not yet risen. Now is the time for cubs to be at rest. Understand? Ah, very well. Move over then. I will tell you one more time. First rule, you must stay by my side at all times. Rule number 2, should I tell you to run, you run. Should I tell you to hide, you hide. Should I tell you to be silent, you must be silent. Is that understood? Good. You are my only cub left. You need to understand that I simply don't wish anything bad to happen to you. And your mother, she would not wish me to put you in needless danger for indulgence. Do you understand? Yes. One day I will tell you what happened to your mother. But now is not that time. You will know. You will know when you are ready. I promise. Now, sleep. For the last time, daughter, no, I do not know why the plants are green. No, I do not know why the trees grow so tall. No, I do not know why the birds fly, and we do not. You remember what your mother said about curiosity and what it does to cats? You will find, my daughter, as you grow into a regal tigress, that there are many things that we do not understand in this world, particularly in the jungle. Well, of course, there are many things that I still do not understand. Well, let me see. Do you remember I told you of the laws of the jungle? Indeed. Well, there are certain laws that I do not fully understand. Well, for example, there is a law that states in times of dryness, when the lake dries and a stone is seen, that all animals, regardless of whether they eat plants or they eat meat like us, they must all come together in peace to drink. Well, that is the very question, daughter, I do not understand either. Eating and drinking to me are just as important to each other, yet according to the laws of the jungle, drinking is much more important than eating. Indeed. I do not understand. I do not understand why monkeys have to be so loud. Yes, I know you like being loud, but we are tigers. We hunt in silence, remember? It's not about fun, my daughter. It's about survival. So curious. Don't wander too far. Well, your stripes will only camouflage you so much. Ah, now that I do know. I do know why tigers have stripes. Have I never told you the tale? Oh, very well. Here, lay down next to me here. We will rest for a while. Well, we have covered some miles. Don't worry, daughter. We will find our way back. We have excellent sense of smell. Yes, yes, I will tell you the tale. The tale of our ancestor. A long, long time ago, before the time of my grandfather's grandfather, all the animals lived in peace. Yes, just like the peace rock, indeed. Except nobody needed a peace rock. Everyone simply got along. I am not entirely sure what they did eat, but they simply existed in peace. There was no quarrels between animals, and chief among these friends was the mighty elephant, whose mighty tusks and legs and trunks created natural paths for us to walk and for the river to flow. Now, on such a day as the tiger, who did not yet have his stripes, was walking, minding his own business, he heard a very strange noise from a cave nearby, and of course, being a cat, he had to investigate, as you, my daughter, would have done without question. Yes, this particular tiger went to investigate this strange noise, and he discovered a creature that he had never seen before. It walked on two legs, like a bird, yes, but much, much bigger. It had no feathers or fur, but a strange skin, of which only a small patch of fur upon its head grew. Oh, yes, it was a strange creature indeed, daughter. But this particular creature was very hostile, very violent towards the tiger, and the tiger was naturally afraid. So he ran to his friend the elephant, and he told him of this strange creature. And as a result, the elephant decreed that no animal was to go near this creature, or, even if he was hostile, do not kill the creature, for we do not know how many there are, or whether they will seek vengeance. What is vengeance? Vengeance is seeking retribution on someone for a misdeed done upon them. Does that make sense? Very well. So the elephant decreed that no creature was to go near this strange animal. The tiger, however, was rather angered by this. He felt that he had been unjustly treated. Well, the animal was very hostile to him, and there was no recompense for the animal. It seemed that the elephant had decreed the law that stated that all animals were to leave this particular one alone, and yet this particular animal was very hostile to the tiger. So he naturally felt angered. So, unwisely, he went back to see this strange creature. I will tell you what happened. The strange creature had a strange flower in his den. Oh, it was a strange thing, daughter. It shone brighter than any flower in the jungle. Its brightness was of yellows and oranges and reds, but it flowed with no wind, and it burned. What does burning mean? I'm sure I will tell you when you are older. It is very difficult to explain it unless one has experienced burning. Don't worry, daughter. You will understand this. However, this strange flower angered the tiger further, as the strange creature brandished this flower at the tiger, and it singed his whiskers. Yes, again, it is difficult to explain, daughter, when you yourself have not experienced it. All I will say is, do you know that feeling when you step on something sharp and your pad then bleeds? It felt very similar to that, except upon your whiskers. Yes, daughter, quite painful indeed. This creature hurt the tiger. And unfortunately, in the tiger's rage of being hurt, he unfortunately killed the strange creature. The tiger, of course, was terrified. He had gone against the word of the elephant, and indeed the laws of the jungle. So he fled. And very few animals knew where he went. Unfortunately, the elephant happened to be walking by at that particular moment, and having heard the commotion, went up naturally to investigate, and found the strange creature dead. She therefore instructed the trees and the plants to mark the animal which had committed this heinous crime. And therefore, as the folk of the jungle were beginning to wonder where the tiger had disappeared to, the elephant called out, "Tiger, come forward, where are you?" And as the tiger moved forward, through the trees, through the thickets, and through the long grass, he emerged covered in stripes, markings of his bad deed. And everybody knew that because of this tiger, the strange creature the tiger had killed, which was called man, would forever hate animal kind and seek to wreak vengeance upon the jungle. And that, my cub, is how we have our stripes. Indeed, daughter, I believe our stripes are beautiful too. It is wonderful, is it not, that something that was originally intended as a punishment to us, we have turned into something beautiful. And that, my cub, is what you need to understand as you grow, that you are powerful. You are one of the most regal and elegant creatures in the jungle, and you must behave as such. You must forever act with temperance and never give in to anger. Well, I say never. Obviously, use your intelligence, which you are gifted with. And also, when... Daughter, come to me. Now, daughter, remember the rules. Good cub.
Ah, Mr. Shere Khan, it is a pleasure to see you again, and looking so well.
What do you want, Tabaqui?
Well, is that any way to treat an old friend?
An old friend, he says. We met one time on one path, and in exchange for your pitiful life, you showed me where a buffalo was, and I ate that instead of you. Let us not confuse the two between that and being afraid.
Well, as you say then, Mr. Shere Khan, sir, I thought it was rather generous of you. I thought that we was, gonna work on something with our friendship.
Not smelling like that, you don't. What on earth have you covered yourself in?
Ah, well, you see, Mr. Shere Khan, it's my mating season, you see. And so I thought, to lure in the females, I'd cover myself in this.
Yes, but what on earth is it?
Well, it's a mixture of elephant's dung, red flower
Yes, I think I can already see where you've gone wrong. Look, if you wish to catch the attention of a female, just simply be yourself.
Well, I have been. But that's the reason I turned to the scent. Because the females that I met, they said they couldn't stand the kind of bloke that I was.
Well, that should tell you something about yourself then, shouldn't it? Now, be gone. I have better things to do than exchange pleasantries with a... whatever you are trying to be.
All right. Have you got another tiger with you? About yay high? Not very big. Tiny little thing.
Yes, that would be my daughter.
Oh, hello there, sweetheart. You out with your father today? It's a beautiful day today. Now, my name is Tabaqui, and
Yes, Tabaqui, will you kindly step backwards? With regret, you are the first big animal that my daughter has ever seen, and I do not wish her delicate sense to become blocked with this foul stench.
All right, I know when I'm not wanted. You take care of yourself, Mr. Khan, sir.
That, daughter, was a rather repugnant jackal called Tabaqui. Yes, the smell was starting to get to me too. I met him years back now. We just happened to cross the same path that once. I was going to eat him, but he told me about a dead buffalo that had recently expired, and in exchange for his life, I ate the buffalo instead. And he has been hanging around me like a bad smell ever since, quite literally. Well, how about we go down to the river that I told you about, and I teach you how to swim. I thought that might excite you. I could do with a drink as well. Now come, let us go.